want this really hot. Flip it over, repeat. 今天下雨了，干到。今天的美食影片，我要带你们去我的家，我的厨房里面做，给你们介绍我做的最喜欢的3个料理。But first, we've got to go shopping. Yeah. Oh my gosh, no. Yum. Spinach. Bacon. So, fun fact about me. 我最近1年我都是很认真在努力学做美食，因为我就是一个吃货。Welcome to the 米浆 Kitchen. 我就是贝厨师，现在准备好给你们介绍我最爱的3个小贝美食。We're going to be making one of my very famous things called Beef Tomato Heaven. Let's get going. We're going to cut this into little cubes. Now it's time to season them. Dash of salt, pepper, and the secret ingredient to any good beef, brown sugar. 不用担心太多了，这个黑糖不会太甜了。You can see the juices just start coming out. Garlic! Onion. Now we have to prepare the little baby tomatoes. Put some olive oil on there. Pepper. And some brown sugar. The goal of this is to get the tomatoes charred just a little bit. Ah! No! How did he get in there? Woo! Spill the flag! So this is one of my favorite dishes and right where we want it. Now it's time to make the meat. So we got our bigger pan right here. Turn up the heat. Get it hot. We're going to have to sear this. But first we're going to get some oil down on the pan. We're going to add both of our 蒜还有洋葱加进去 and we wait. This is where we want them. If you look, they're getting nice and brown. Now it's time to add the meat. The goal of this is not to cook it all the way. We want to sear the outside, which is going to lock in the flavors in the middle. Lightly toss it, turn off the heat. Smells so good. Let's put all the yummies inside. I then like to add 1, 2, or 3 garlics. Some ketchup right in here. More pepper. A little drop of heaven. And we put it inside the crock pot or whatever to 炖 for... 炖的英文是什么？算了。重点是我们要把这个炖1到2个小时。This next dish is going to be my favorite Mex-Tex burritos. Ay, 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 riba! Pepper. Dash some salt on it. Chili powder. Red ground pepper. 中压力红椒. Some thyme on here. Spicy sauce. Taiwan peanut oil. That, my friends, is a proper seasoned chicken thigh. Now it's time to get our onions. About 1/4 of an inch. We're going to do the same steps in terms of season. Next round, potatoes. Okay, so these potatoes, just chop off the ends, and then you cut them in small little wedges, and these are going to be little fried kind of like chips. And now it's time for everyone's favorite, bacon. We're just going to start chopping away. Freaking love bacon. I don't know what it is, but Americans love bacon. So I've already cooked the bacon and it's absolutely beautiful. The smell, the aromas in here are absolutely incredible. Afterwards, I seasoned all the tomatoes, and then put them on the pan and I let them go on both sides for around 10 minutes and they come out looking absolutely beautiful. If you look like this, oh, whew. Then we add the bacon bits. Bacon is important, guys. Bacon's love, bacon's magic. Don't hold back on the cheese. It's going to really add that good flavor and it's going to hold everything together. Wait a little bit and put it in the oven right before we're ready to eat. Okay, guys, this is where we want the chicken thigh to be. It's got its oils cooked perfectly inside and actually is very spicy. So we're going to cut this up, get the onions ready, and now it's time to move to my favorite of all, duck breast. On the outside right here, there's this layer of fat. If you use it right, it can get nice and crispy. So, as Gordon Ramsay would do, kiss the meat. tiny little squares. You know, oh, the fat on here is just so incredible. And then you switch it around and you do diagonal marks. Get your salt on there. This is my favorite. This is a garlic spread from Costco. And I just load it up. Pepper. Parsley right here. Just a hint of spice. Flip it over, repeat. Good birdie. Get those spices, get all the flavors in the meat. My love. 首先我们要看我们的 tomato beef heaven. 我已经把从那个炖的地方拿出来，开始 simmer 一下，这样子那个味道就会比较浓。Spinach inside. Look at that. Reds and greens. Absolutely beautiful how it's coming together. Those rich juices to smell from the broth. You can put some sesame seeds on top. And then I've already cut up some green onions. You just sprinkle them right here. Talk about a dish. I wish you could smell this. Fats down first. Get up the heat. You want this really hot. We're talking about a big fire. Nothing beats a solid seared duck breast. Incredibly crispy inside. Have it just a little bit red. And this thing is better than a big steak. Woo, doggy, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. So the garlic rub that I used is actually going to blacken up a little bit. That's a good black, that's a perfect amount. It's going to make sure the rest stays really crispy and it's not a burnt taste at all. You do not need to worry. We'll put the heat down just a little bit. Cook her up. Okay, so now we're going to throw this guy in the oven. I'm going to top it with some yummies. Bye-bye.
5 minutes later.
Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Onions. Cooked up in love. Cheesy potato bacon heaven right here. Oh. Okay. It is now time to eat my food. I'm just so excited to show you guys this. First, 最重要，许杯。This was the first dish that we made together. It is a beautiful dish and it tastes absolutely amazing. Insanely tender. Look at that. This meat. Oh, super good. Incredibly soft. Right here we have your tortilla. Let's add the chicken on. Now remember, this is spicy chicken. On top, I want to add some of this lime right there. It's going to give it that sour taste. Yangcong that we've toasted on there. And potatoes. Look at that. We got our cheese. We've got the bacon. Loaded on right there. More cheese. Jalapenos. I like spice. I like a kick. You grab one end. And then you really want to just push. Pull it in. Oh, daddy. 就有辣鸡腿、马铃薯、培根、cheese、墨西哥辣椒，全部混在一起。Oh my god! This is it, my friends. I'm going to cut straight to the middle. Oh, look at that! Is that not perfect or what? The inside is just juicy. It's got the right tenderness right there. Look at that. Wowzers! Let's go. It is super crispy and loaded with tons of rich flavors. Oh! 这样试试看一个吗？这个应该是我做过最好的。开心可以拍一个不一样的影片跟你们分享，请记得订阅来加入米酱教，喝一杯，快乐一杯，米酱万岁！这个还是应该。那个花生味真的太好了。